Hey guys, it's your boy Musha here, back again with another video. I know it's been a while since my last one. Been dealing with a couple of moving parts, changing places and stuff like that, but I'm all set up and I'm going to be uploading more frequently now. So, last time I talked about Noob Saibot, and I touched upon one specific setup with the Ghost Ball. So, for those who hadn't seen it, it looks like this. Oh. Like that. So, and today we're going to be going over two other setups. So let's just go ahead and put Scorpion to get up and attack us so that you can see. The setup we went over last time is a good general setup. It actually stops a lot of advancing moves. He's going to whiff, and we get a full combo. We could just do it again, if we don't miss there. But so that's a pretty good setup. It also works on Johnny Cage's Shadow Kick. I think it works on Sub-Zero Slide. I'm not entirely sure about that one, because I know that one goes pretty far. But either way, it's just a generally good setup that you can use. And if you block their armor, you can usually blow them up after for a more damaging combo than you would normally get. So that's a pretty good setup with the Ghost Ball. But today we're going to be going two other setups, and they're both armor-breaking setups, which is really nice. So Noob Saibot has forward 3, which has a hard knockdown. So it's pretty good. The hit advantage on forward 3 is, if we can just put him to stop getting up for a sec. The hit advantage for that is 47, right? And it varies depending on when you do it. So if I do it here... Oh, I didn't want to set up. So used to that one. So if you do it here... See, that one did 45. Generally, if you have over 40, it's like the sweet spot. You can get a safe jump. And then if you do a safe jump into his stand 2, which is 7 frames, then you end up getting an armor breaking setup, because that's 2 hits in a very, very short window. So that looks like this. If we go ahead and put Scorpion to try to wake up. Oh, I messed that one up. You'll see that we go ahead and break armor with that, and we can loop it. Or just do a different setup. See? So you can see that there I mistimed the jump in, but you can see that setup, it loops, and you can combine them, right? So you can combine the Ghost Ball setup with the forward 3 setup. So those are both pretty good. Generally, like I said, the rule of thumb is anything that has a hit advantage of over 40 is going to, for the most part, guarantee you a safe jump. So this works on most armors in the game. It doesn't work on armors that go low. So this won't work on Sub-Zero Slide because he ducks really quickly. And then it also won't work on Johnny's Shadow Kick because it's just too fast, right? And this, I don't believe this breaks Ashra's armor because she just has too many hits of armor. But this setup, I'm going to show you another setup that actually works on more people. So this other one actually works on Havoc as well. So that's one of the setups. And the other setup we have is with the EX Ghost Ball, right? So it's a very similar thing, except the idea is that when you do this, you can do EX Ghost Ball. So, just to show you cleanly, if you do this, and you do the EX Ghost Ball, you can time it so that you're jumping and the Ghost Ball hit at the same time. So it looks like this. I mistimed that. It does a lot of damage. And then again, you can pop up for another setup. So, you kind of see the idea with that. So the way that one works is when you do the EX Ghost Ball, you'll see his shadow goes ahead and brings the Ghost Ball out. It has a preset timer that it'll launch it at. But you yourself can actually make it launch by pressing down and stand switch. So down and L2. Right? So if you do that, you can go ahead and make it launch yourself. So what I'm doing is that when I do this portal, I immediately call the EX Ghost Ball. Then I do the jump in, and that actually does the armor break. So I do a jump in with stand 4-4. So, and there's more layers to this, like you're gonna see, but you can do this at the end of any of the combos. So if I start my basic bread and butter, and do this, I can now do this, go into my armor break, and you kind of get the idea. So you can do that into your armor break combo. It's going to do about 40, upwards of 45 to 50. Sometimes it varies, because sometimes this hit will hit, and then it'll combo like that. And then other times it'll hit the armor, but it won't combo. So it'll scale a little bit differently, but for the most part, you're going to get between 45 to 50 with that setup. So that's really good. If you use 2 cameo with that, or if you use 1 cameo, actually, you end up getting like 45 or something like that. So it's pretty good. You can also spend bar to get Janet to come back, like I said in the other video, with his EX Telly. So if you're like doing something like that, you can spend bar to do that. But in general, that's the more damaging route. It costs you 1 bar, but there are more layers to that one, right? So after you do that a couple of times, you know, you have your combo, you do a few armor breaks with that. What's going to end up happening is that the opponent, they're going to end up respecting. They're going to stop armoring on wake up. So go ahead and put that off. So they're going to stop armoring because their armor keeps getting broken, and then they're losing at least like 35 to 45% every single time. So what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up waking up and blocking, or waking up and trying to jump. So this option, when you do the jump in like that, that covers the wake up jump, and actually so does this, because if they try to wake up jump, then they're going to get hit out of it with your stand 4, and then the ghost ball is going to catch them after with that. So it's still, it's here, I'll show you. It's still not going to be a good option for them to wake up jump. So go ahead, put get up on, and I'm going to put them to get up jump. Right? So if I do this, see? And he's set to wake up jump. So he wakes up jump, and then you get a full combo again. So that's not going to work. Like you just saw, he's still going to eat the damage. He can't press a button because you're hitting him. So what he's going to end up doing is, he's going to end up just blocking. I'm going to go ahead and put recording again. So he's going to end up blocking. Right, and then what you can do there, you have a few options. Because remember, you're doing the jump in, so he can't even do a down 1. Because you're doing jump in at the stand 4. And then at the same time, the ghost ball's hitting with your jump in, so it's going to hit. So the cool thing is, I was doing this into the explosion. Once they start respecting you, you could really go crazy. Because now you have the option of doing this. This is here, you can go... Whoop, let me try that again. You can do this. Sorry guys, knock him out. Right, and then you can start getting more damage, because that actually does this much. Into another setup. So you can do that into another setup. That did 49. If I pop it, that would do 50. So that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. So then what ends up happening is, that's one of the things you can go for. That does high overhead low. And the cool thing is, you actually have a mix-up, because you can go high-low. So you can go high overhead or high-low. And that's what's pretty nice, because even though doing high-low is unsafe, the ghost ball keeps you safe. So they have to hold that mix. Once they wake up blocking, that's it. You can mix them with the stand 4 slide or 4-4 slide. And both of them lead to a combo, because if you do stand 4 slide, whoops, So if you do jump, say you do this. My bad. Then you can go ahead and do the combo again. If I can just land it right. And it still leads to a ton of damage. I mean, so that's still going to be about like 48 to 50% there. So you can see like you end up getting the same idea. So if you land this, see, that does 497, and then if you do this instead, then you're still going to get a similar amount. That's actually 52. So, and that's absurd. I mean, you're getting a lot of damage from that. So, yeah. And then another thing that you can go for is actually this. So you can do this as well. That also breaks armor. So for people who have like low armored attacks, like I was mentioning earlier, Sub-Zero, doing forward 1-3 along with the Ghost Ball will actually break the armor because you have mid, low, hitting at the same time. And if you time it right, you can go like this. See? Trying to time it right. Go. You can try to like detonate it there. It's a little tough though. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work because I'm doing this, so it buffers it because of the input window. But either way, you can at least get them with the Ghost Ball on that and break armor. So that's pretty good. But yeah, guys, so there you have it. You know, those are a couple different setups that you can do with Noob Saibot. So you have the splat one with forward 3. You have the Ghost Ball one with the EX down forward 1. And then you have the regular Ghost Ball one that I told you guys about in the last video. So that's a couple of different setups. And what you want to do is you want to try to mix the setups that you're using, right? Because if you do the same setup all the time, then even if your opponent, even if it's effective, right? Let's just say I always do this. Boom, I go up, whatever, right? So even if it's effective, then my opponent's going to get used to it. And I don't want him to get used to it. Or he's going to at least feel more, at least not so like nervous, because he's going to know, okay, well, he's going to know what to expect. But what you want to do is you want to vary it so that you can keep them on their toes, right? So you don't want to give them enough time or enough attempts for them to figure out or like download you, so to speak, so they know what you're going to do. So maybe the first time that you're doing it, you know, you land a hit, you might go for maybe this setup just to test the waters, see if they armor or not. If you see they respect, you can start the zoning like I was mentioning before, right? And then at that point you can try to like, maybe like if I land this, and then I land this, I could do this. Get some more damage in. Get my Ghost Ball, do it again. Or even maybe go for a different setup there. So you want to like there, if I land that, the first time I do the Ghost Ball, then maybe the second time, I'll do this. Then I'll go for this setup, the armor break. Then maybe I'll go for this setup. And that's kind of the idea, is that you want to like vary it. So that you're never doing the same setup twice. And then when you do that, you know, you don't give them enough time for them to figure out how to beat the setup. And like you guys just saw, I mean, those 3 setups all put together, that's the game. You know, that's all his health. So yeah, guys, hopefully this has been useful. If there's any other videos that you guys want me to do on certain characters, I can go ahead and do that. If you guys want a beginner guide on Noob Saibot, I could do that too. I'm going to be doing a Cyrex guide soon, because I've been playing her a little bit. But it's been real. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and Alright, guys. Be easy.